this is so Ramadan and so Islamic, right? So this is my first time being on the show actually, after being absent for more than a month.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So welcome to See the Ramadan Stories, the signature segment of the 3-hour news show on See Today. So modern technology has allowed many activities to be done digitally, and that makes me wonder, do you guys do much of your activities online or virtually? And what kind of activities do you use virtually?
Yes, but now it's divided, right?
Yeah, hybrid.
Already, it's hybrid. We
yeah.
already go out and then do our work, not virtually, but direct in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from shopping, apart from buying food, what kind
And
of
scrolling social media.
Social scrolling,
or finding
online
potential
meeting.
partner?
Exactly. Swiping right and left.
Exactly. Well, that's the
Not for
activities
me.
that we do online because you're with your family, right?
Yes.
So, but who would have thought that learning and reciting the Quran can be done online? So let's take a look at the details. So Shari Hub is an online platform that offers private Quran learning services for all ages, and this makes it easy for students to find teachers who can provide Quran recitation lessons. This also allows students to also learn the Quran in their own time. And additionally, Shari Hub provides several methods of Quran recitation, so students can choose which one would be most suitable for them. And this makes online learning of the Quran easy and fun. This reminds me actually of my childhood when I had to invite private teacher coming to my house to help me and teach me reciting Quran, because it's not easy, right? And it took me like more than a year to be able to, fluently read Quran
Like the
or
whole
recite Quran. Yeah. And I did, I finished the Quran recitation for the whole book for a month during Ramadan. I remember that time.
Wow.
Before I got circumcised. That's one of the prerequisites.
The role of your teacher is really significant,
Very
right?
helpful, yeah.
So you have to be very patient to learn them as well. It
Yep.
takes patience and time and effort.
Exactly, and you have to start off with like 6 series of book called Iqra.
Okay.
Oh,
Iqra
yeah.
means
I've heard Iqra.
bacalah in Indonesian or in local terms, but in Arabic it means Iqra. And after completing Iqra, then we move forward to reading.
So there are steps. On
Yes,
how to
yes.
And now it's available online.
Yes,
Better.
it makes it much easier. So the pandemic saw us do everything online, right? But now we can meet each other in person and even gather in one place. So are people still interested in online Quran learning? To find out the answer, we are now connected with Shari Hub Public Relations, Rusi Arestu. So good afternoon, Mbak Rusi. How are you doing?
Good afternoon,
Good
Mbak.
afternoon, Barusi.
Mbak Rusi, we cannot hear you yet. So maybe you can turn on the volume first, or make sure that the audio
Microphone
is
on.
on.
Okay, good afternoon.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, we can hear.
So, first of all, thank you so much for joining our show. Can you tell us more about Shari Hub? So, what is it all about and how you created the website?
Okay, Shari Hub is a private online Quran recitation learning platform with simple teaching methods, practical and enjoyable, that is suitable for kids, teenagers, and adults. And the reasons why we built it are, the first one is, according to the 2017 PTIQ Jakarta survey, 60% of Indonesians cannot read the Quran, whereas Indonesia is the most populous Muslim majority country. And the second one, the pandemic limited face-to-face learning. And the third one, learning to recite the Quran in group is sometimes not suitable for everyone because everyone may have a different work schedule. So we believe that flexibility allows our students to schedule their learning time. And because of those 3 things, we started building Shari Hub in April 2020 that focuses on one-on-one online tutoring, which means in a classroom only consists of 1 teacher and 1 student. Initially, our target market was only Indonesian citizens in Indonesia, but it turns out there are also many diaspora who register to learn to recite the Quran at Shari Hub. And why we chose to build Shari Hub in the website is because website can be accessed by anyone through any device. And for those who want to learn Quran recitation with us can register through our website.
I see, Mbak Rusi. You decided to make a website for Quran learning, but why website, not an app?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, because website can be accessed by anyone through any device, and for those who want to learn Quran recitation with us, can register through our website.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be downloaded.
Yeah,
Right,
so
yes.
anyone can access it from anywhere, Marusi. Now, you give access to students, but you also provide teachers to teach users to ngaji or recite the Quran verses. Now, with the teachers specifically, do you have a curriculum when teaching? Have you set up or planned something for them to use when teaching?
Yes, we have our own curriculum, and we also have a personalized or customized curriculum considering our students' needs. Our curriculum is differentiated between children and adults, and it has been adapted by our curriculum development team. For example, for children's teaching materials, we use more colorful and illustrated slides. And for adults, we started from the basic level, such as starting from Iqra.
Ah, okay.
So, Matusi, aside from adults, you also teach children, right? And it reminds me of my childhood where where I went to TPA, or the Quran recital playground, if you may say like that, right? And my family also invited private tutors to come to our house to teach me Quran recitation. That made me focused, right? But with this online material and online platform, how do you make children focus? Because children get bored easily.
Yeah, that's true.
To teach children, it is necessary to have a teacher who specifically knows the child's character, personality, and their needs. And the teachers who teach children at Shari Hub are indeed experienced in teaching children.
Right.
And we use teaching materials that can attract our students. Sometimes it is also interspersed with guessing games that are still related to the materials.
Okay.
I
Oh, that's
see.
fun.
Yeah, that's really fun. And do you have a fee for people who want to enroll the learning in the Shari Hub website?
For the fee, prices for Indonesian, Bahasa Indonesia, and English are different.
Okay.
For Indonesian, our price starts at 250,000 rupiah for online meetings untuk 4 kali pertemuan.
Oh, okay.
And while for English, it starts at 300,000 rupiah for online meetings. And for foreigners, it starts at $25 US.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's
quite a
there's
range
difference.
there.
Yep,
Yeah.
the range.
It's really interesting. And apart from Ngaji Online, the website itself, Shari Hub, what else can users do on it?
Usually for children, a lot of our customers request additional materials such as stories about the Prophet, Sirah Nabawiyah, prayers, adab with parents, daily prayers, etc. that we can provide. Yeah, that is all.
Okay, so talking about online platform and Ngaji Online, it was very popular during the pandemic where people stayed at home. But considering today is no longer, we see public restriction activities anywhere, is it still gaining popularity among online learners?
Yes, even though the pandemic is over, surprisingly, the number of registrants each month has relatively increased.
Oh.
Even in the first quarter of 2023, the all-time high for the number of registrations, and the increase is 3 times compared to the 2021 pandemic. This indicates that the interest for online Quran recitation continues to grow in our society. The reason why many people are still interested is probably because of the flexibility. It's not just a matter of where to study, but also when to study.
Right.
By reciting Quran online, students can adjust their learning time anywhere and anytime.
Yes, I agree. It's the mobility and also not very time consuming
Exactly.
that makes us want to
Go at our
do
own
online
pace.
learning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very true.
All right.
So, okay, I've got a last question for you. So what kind of, clients, where do they come from, and the age range, what kind of clients do you have?
We have many students from across the world, not only Indonesian. And we believe that the way people learn is different, and for the effectiveness is returns to each other personally. And what we can try is to provide a private online learning platform that can sweep their learning styles and needs. And alhamdulillah, so far, the testimonials from our users have been very positive, and many users feel at home reciting the Quran for months or even more than 1 year at Shari Hub.
Right, so Shari Hub Public Relations, Rusi, Arestu, thank you so much for your time and thank you for sharing. But I just knew that
Thank you
most
so
of...
much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marusi.
Most of Indonesian Muslims, they don't read Quran, they can't read Quran. So
I didn't realize the numbers were that high.
Exactly.
People couldn't read the Quran.
Exactly, but it's quite challenging though, because learning English is one thing, because you've got all the format and the letter is the same, but learning Arabic is challenging because there's two versions of Quran which uses the apostrophe, the kind of things that make it easier, and some are called bold or bolded Quran, where you have no sign, so it's more challenging.
Yeah, it's the more difficult, right?
More difficult one,
I'm
right?
curious, Rory, if you learn to read the Quran, do you have to know the translation as well, or just first how to read it?
Yeah, it's actually another thing, because there's a Quran which comes with translation, and that's really helpful actually to really understand, not only read.
Yeah.
But the problem with society is sometimes they only read without knowing the meaning of it. And although we know the meaning, we still need kiai, or we still need ustad to help us translate, interpret it,
I guess
right?
it's like Bible study for us to fully understand what the
Exactly,
Quran
the
is
essence, the
teaching.
context at that time, right?
So that's why there's a hadith, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
right?
yes.
To interpret the meaning of the words in Quran.
Exactly, and because of many interpretations, some people would, go to the extreme level. Some people would misinterpret what is actually written on Quran. So we really need to be really careful in choosing our ustad and our, religious leaders.
Yep.
All right, that's really interesting about Shari Hub.
interesting.
So see the stories. We'll continue after the break. We'll be giving more interesting stories and also interviews with you. So please don't go anywhere.